Bogota is Colombia's high-altitude capital. Located in central Colombia, Bogota is a sprawling metropolitan city. You can get a bit of that rural feeling by venturing right outside the city. It's the perfect mix of the two. I was lucky enough to spend 2 weeks in Bogota and tried lots of different food and got to see lots of great sights. Bogota is a melting pot for the rest of Colombia, so there's all sorts of food. You can even go to an Irish pub for the tourists, or you can have classic Colombian plantains and rice dishes. While Bogota is a great city with lots of historic sites and museums, I had one thing on my mind: coffee. Divino Café Especial offers coffee tastings, where you can learn about tasting, smelling, brewing, and selecting your perfect caffeinated bean. Our skilled leader taught us about the region that the coffee was selected from in southern Colombia, and how its medium roasting makes it different and of a higher quality than other beans, which are often overly roasted. We got a demonstration in different ways to brew coffee, everything from a Chemex, kind of a pour-over device, to a French press, to a Japanese siphon. I had never seen someone brew coffee in a Japanese siphon before, and it was really interesting to watch how the heated water pushed its way through the filter and saturated the coffee and kind of came back down in this weird scientific experiment of a way. We got to sample coffee from all of the different methods so we could select our favorite, and it was surprising that some of them did actually taste different. The way you prepared the coffee, even though it was the same coffee, really reflected the way that it was prepared. It was different in a siphon than it was in a Chemex and a French press. Some of it was a little thicker and more full-bodied, and some of it was a little less strong. It was really interesting to learn about the different ways to prepare and brew coffee, and not just in the selection process itself. As an American, I don't think a lot about the preparation method. I tend to think more about the origin and the coffee that I'm buying. So it was interesting to learn that maybe a pour-over kind of drip pot isn't the best way to make coffee. Colombians really know their coffee and they know how to brew it. Our time at Divino Café Especial, we really were treated to a great experience learning how to taste and sip and slurp coffee like a professional taster would. We were treated to some great pastries, good conversation, and we made a couple of friends along the way. This is just one of the many things Bogota has to offer. Bogota is a great destination spot, and while Colombia can be thought of as sketchy or checkered for many Americans, it's really not that way at all. It's a very comfortable place to be. You never fear for your safety. I felt very safe and very comfortable there, and I was enthralled by all the different activities that you could take. Everything from salsa dancing to coffee tasting to hang gliding. It was really a tourist's haven. And it was super affordable too. Colombia is about 3,000 pesos to $1, so it's an affordable vacation to take and experiences to have. I wanted to thank the people at Divino Café Especial for letting us do the coffee tasting and film it, and being able to be so flexible with our times. If you do go to Bogota, definitely hit them up. You can learn more about my trip to Bogota at thebrandonscott.com, and I will see you next week. Hey friends, I hope you liked this video. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Leave a comment below letting me know what you think about coffee and Colombian coffee and culture. And don't forget to check out my website, thebrandonscott.com, for some more information about packing for a month in Colombia. Thanks!